Alright, today machining some toe clamps. Been needing some of these to hold down parts and stuff like that, you know, just when I make a fixture. So I decided I'm gonna make some. I have some material already. Got it set up already. Just some 320 plate. Go in there and make, just use the back row here and make 10 of them. And if I need more, I'll make some more later. I want to make sure that these clamps are going to be how I like them, if they're thick enough and all that. So I want to try them out and make sure that they don't bend or do anything funny. So that's why I'm only making 10 and using one little row to try them out. And if I like them, then I'll make a whole lot more. So yeah, we'll be doing that. Just finishing up programming right now, and we'll make some chips in a minute. Okay, we've got the program done and loaded. There it is, and we're gonna go ahead and start. So we'll start with this little guy for some spot drilling. This is a chamfer tool, but I've been using it for spot drilling. It works. Okay, we got that loaded. Go ahead and start it up. The rest of the holes. I won't bore you guys with this. Alright, next tool, just 196 drill. Gotta use the coolant for this one. Alright, holes are done. So I'll explain. So in here, I went ahead and did a pre-drill on those here so that it kind of clearances out, so that my 125mm mill doesn't have to work as hard when it does the slotting. So just a kind of nice thing to do anytime you do slots, just kind of clearance that with a drill. I mean, you're using it to make one anyway, so might as well just use it to clearance everything else out. So our next tool now is going to be a M6 by 1.0 metric tap. That's just going to come in and tap these holes here. Not these two, but just back, one on the back. I'm going to use that to put a set screw in the back so that I can adjust my heights up and down, you know, from varying thicknesses on the plate that I have to machine. Just kind of a nice little toe clamp. Has some adjustability. So we'll go ahead and start that up. And this feature right here is absolutely awesome. Rigid tapping, it just makes ease work of tapping anything. So this is pretty sweet. All right, so ran into a little deal here. I remember that this 1/8 inch end mill I was using is 250 length of cut, and I need a little bit longer length of cut since we're cutting material that's 320, so this wouldn't have had enough flute length to cut all the way through. So put in a 375 length of cut, 125 end mill, so it cuts. So we'll go. This is our next tool. So we'll go ahead and touch it off and set off the tool height. And we'll be doing that with our tool setter. This is just from Edge Technologies. I got it set up so that I can just come in and do the tool height on that. I'll put it in between here on this surface. So we'll stop this. And offsets. Tell it first, since I got it set up with that on G59.1, that's where I have to set all my tool heights in. So now we'll pick tool 6. That's our 1/8 inch carbide finish end mill, 3 flute. So we'll go ahead and put 0 here, and we'll go down. We'll just put that in 0. And we'll touch off Z. So always make sure we got our tool 6 selected so that it puts it in the right place. Touch off Z. And it changed it right here. So now that's it. If you guys want a more thorough explanation on how to set that up, leave a comment below. And let me know if you guys need more explanation, and I can make a video dedicated to that, to setting up your Heimer and setting up your tool setter, so that you can just do that real quick. Okay, so the next tool, just 125 mm. It's gonna come in and mill out those slots. Start it up. Okay, just finish the slots. And it's all done. So our next tool is gonna be a and it's gonna be a 250 3 flute carbide 250. And what it's going to do, it's just going to come in and do the profile like halfway down. The reason I did that is so that my next tool, I'm going to put a light chamfer on the outside to deburr it, and then later I'm going to come back, or in this same tool path, I'm going to come back and do like a tapered angle on just the tip, kind of give it clearance to anything that comes close to it. So it's only going to come down. So it's going to leave 100 thousandths from the bottom of stock up, so it can come back and do that deburr deal and that chamfer on the end, and then I'm going to come back and finish it off the rest of the way. And the reason I did that is so that it clearances out, so that the chamfer mill doesn't come in and just bury into the material and just gum it up. It's kind of a nice little thing to do. Save your tools. Start it up. what you guys are hearing there, the little harmonics, is because our material is so wide, so like the middle's empty. So you get those slight little harmonics right there. And then once it's a full depth of cut, then it'll be fully engaged. And right now it's ramping, so that's why you're hearing that. Okay, so 250 end mill just finished, so just clearanced it out so that the deburr tool can come in and have a place to go. Alright, deburr tool going in. Okay, so now it's going to get to the part where it's going to come down and make those angles on the front of the tools there, or the toe clamps. And that's why I clearanced it, is so that right there, I mean, the end mill, the chamfer mill would have buried into the material. So that's why I clearanced it before I did that. Do that. Okay, now just going back to this 250 end mill to finish up the profile. So what I went ahead and did, I didn't tab it, I just went ahead and did a 15 thou membrane so that it just keeps the parts from falling and getting screwed up. So I just did 15 thousandths, and then what I'll do, I'll just cut it out and then deburr the back, and should be good. So we'll get that started. Got them made. So thing about membraning, you just break them off, and then all you gotta do is just grab some pliers and just break the rest of this stuff off just like that, and then just deburr. Just take it and deburr your edge. And there you go. Nice little toe clamp.